Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. All out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Pa Kusevsky in at power forward. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. And Steve, is that contract year boost a myth, or is it a real thing?
Kevin, it is a real thing. You see guys more focused. You see guys that's usually not on time. On that contract year, you see guys. On their best behavior, and you see some of their best play on the court overall.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
And there are few with a more explosive first step than Bledsoe. Gets the angle at will.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he dunks it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Ingram. The Thunder making the shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Both free throws, good for Ingram.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Rivers passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Bledsoe. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And Adams has got the ball here for New Orleans. Here's Ingram. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
How about the confidence from Brandon Ingram? Knows what it takes to knock that one down.
Here's Dort. He's covered by Ingram. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And Adams sends it back. They recover it. Here's Ingram. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz. Dort grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Dort. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Pokusevski, covered by Williamson. And that's going to be a travel. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ball with it, picked up by Rivers. Bledsoe outside. Here's Williamson. Outside, Ball. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
The key for Brandon is shooting with confidence. When he does this, he buries these trays.
Here's Pokusevski. And it falls over the rim and in.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Ball up top. 20 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz from 6 feet. And it's Williamson missing. Thunder trailing by 3. Horford kicks to Rivers. No good. That would have tied it.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty. Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Rivers. And the wing jumper offline.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Horford. Three-pointer. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And not every big can hit from there, but Horford has that versatility because that man has put in the work.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. And so here is New Orleans. It's a three-point game. Adams, the pass to Ball. Here's Bledsoe. The shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Really a game to forget, all because they spent most of it hacking away.
Now Rivers, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. Adams taking his time here. Here's Williamson. It's deflected, but he stays with it. Out left to the wing. Here's Dort, and it's all evened up.
over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
The key player involved in the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram, was considered a cornerstone for the Lakers, but things change fast in this league.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Clippers.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
It's stolen by Adams.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Ball. Again, the Pelicans score.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Bledsoe finds Ball. New Orleans moving the ball around. Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Williamson. Lock at 6. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Ball from long range. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Ball's got 5.
Alonzo has been working on that, shooting off the catch with confidence and without hesitation.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Steven Adams, and it's Josh Hart in for Eric Bledsoe. Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. The past month has been surreal. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Bradley can't get it to go.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thunder trailing by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 5 points in the game. Outside Bradley. Passes it to Pokusevski. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Ingram. Oh, what a play!
Watch your head. Awesome. Brandon Ingram typically isn't about the flash, but he showed it right there.
Here's Jerome. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Here's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. Jerome's got his second bucket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
The defense playing Lonzo Ball to pass that off. Instead, he takes it all the way.
There's the pass to Bradley. New Orleans leading by 7. Here's Hart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ball, the bounce pass. And here's Ingram from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Jerome passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
He's efficient, low turnover rate. Shea is more than capable of running the show.
Pass to Hayes. Pass to Ingram. Deep 2 from Ball. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Despite his slim frame, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .144 left here in the opening quarter. All alone. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 6-point lead. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Pelicans leading by 6. Connects from 3-point range.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Here's Jerome. 5 points in the game. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And pushing it up is New Orleans. The Pelicans again in transition.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Lobs it up there for Ingram. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Because of that length, Ingram can catch that pass no matter where you put it.
The shot and game clock separated by 4.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Now Ingram launches a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Pelicans on top. They lead by 11. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Reason why: excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Here's Hart. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Ingram is out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Both free throws good for Ingram. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 13. Up the floor. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline from the high post.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Again, the Pelicans score.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
This is where you'll often find Gilgeous-Alexander. He definitely does work in the paint.
Count that one.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Williamson, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Passes it to Adams. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Hernan Gomez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
And he makes the first. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG or Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Now, here is Muscala. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Adams against Horford. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Knocked loose. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Rivers can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And he recovers it. Out to the wing. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Horford. And so Horford will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Can they get it? And it's finished off by Rivers as he lays it in.
Once you get Austin out in space, his quickness and fluidity really shines.
He's guarded by Rivers. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Here's Bledsoe. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. He's guarded by Rivers. Out to the right wing. Here's Alexander Walker. That shot missing. And the Thunder going the other way now.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
The pass to Muscala over Hernan Gomez. And that one goes long.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Cans it from downtown.
And even on his catch-and-shoot jumpers, Bledsoe has a nice touch. Doesn't seem to lose his feel at all.
Now here's Rivers. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shots good by Bledsoe.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Leaf. 17 points in his last outing. And they're pushing it up. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
New Orleans gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. The offensive rebound pass to Alexander Walker. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Rivers scanning the floor. Outside, Horford. And again, unable to change momentum here. Floats it up for Bledsoe.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Here's Dort, guarded by Bledsoe. Scooped up to Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste.
Rebound by Muscala. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the dunk by Horford.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Bledsoe. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
Here's Dort following the score by New Orleans. Here's Rivers. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And here's Rivers, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The Thunder shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Leaf. And a miss there on the triple. New Orleans gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Alexander Walker. And another 3 for New Orleans.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Rivers with it. Pass to Muscala. Back to Rivers to halt the run. Good on the bucket. Rivers has got 4 points this quarter. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for New Orleans. Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 12. Feeds it to Adams. His first shot coming late. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Thunder shooting a measly 26% in the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Rivers. Kicks it to Muscala. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Muscala's got his first 3 points of the game.
Threading the needle right there. Rivers does a good job of executing with the pass.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And Bledsoe throws it down hard.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Rivers. Off target with his 3. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the 2nd dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Boston Celtics.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the 3rd.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Bradley. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is the level of talent Zion Williamson has to work with. It's unbelievable. I love watching this kid play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. And it's blocked. Here's Bradley. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. He's off on the second. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 8.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Ingram.
Wonderful defense from Ingram. Good to see him using his length to alter shots.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
It's been all about Eric Bledsoe for the New Orleans Pelicans. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we'll be back with you shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Eric Bledsoe is having one of those nights. He ended up with 24 points, 4 rebounds. Kenny, a few years ago, the Pelicans were a somewhat veteran group. Now they're one of the more younger rotations in the league.
Yep, things change rapidly in the NBA, but the Pelicans, they got good leadership, and it seems to be a good decision.
And at least a couple of their prospects have star potential. Now it's just about remaining P-A-T-I-E-N-T.
Yeah.
Whoa, what is that?
Patient.
Oh, okay.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Eric Bledsoe has been exceptional here, guys.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Horford, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Rivers, and it's Kusevsky in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. So it's the Pelicans now. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Ingram drawing the double team. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Williamson in the post. Count that one. Williamson's got 8.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Rivers passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 12, and it's good off the back rim and in. 13 points in the game.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Ball. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
There's a lot of creativity in Lonzo Ball's game. He knows how to finish in style.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Tipped away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Adams checked in. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Hart. Poked loose. Banked in off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Rivers bounce pass. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now the pass to Pokusevski. Shot clock at 6. To the wing right side, Horford. No good off the back of the rim. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Ball slams it in.
I have to appreciate the timing there. Lonzo has a sense for when to go for alley-oops.
Rivers passes to Dort. Horford against Adams. They grab their own miss. Pokusevski can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Pokusevski, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
The Thunder shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. That one goes in. Dort's got 7 points.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
The shot, no good.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 4 assists in the game.
This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
Now here's Adams. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Hart. Here's the 3. Here's Williamson. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Rivers passes to Horford. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Showing he can take over on the offensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Ingram wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ingram's got 29.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games. He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And Adams kicks the ball. Here's Hart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford. The Pelicans haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first free throw is good. And the Thunder making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Thunder shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. Rivers passes to Pokusevski, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And it's Williamson missing. The Thunder shooting the ball at 46% success rate since the beginning of the third quarter. Here's Horford. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Hart. Knocks down the three ball. Hart's got 13.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Rivers passes to Bradley. He kicks it to Horford. And Adams sends it back.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause. Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Now here's Rivers. Pass to Horford. Shoots over ball. Again, the miss by Horford.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the score by New Orleans. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
On the drive, Lonzo's footwork is tremendous. The defense can't keep up with him.
Outside, Horford. Outside, Bradley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Thunder. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the pass to Horford. A three-pointer, no good.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Williamson, and it's sent back by Horford. Here's Rivers. The shot comes out. Adams, some nice D. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. From outside the arc, he can't get that one to fall. And the Thunder going the other way now. Ball stolen. Here's Hart. Trips down the breakaway slam.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Here's Horford. The Pelicans make their last shot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And you look at Zion's playing style. Everything he does borders on the spectacular.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now here is Horford. 11 points in the game.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget. Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
The Thunder shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Outside Bradley. Pass to Horford. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pokusevski can't hit.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Here's Williamson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
And when you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
That free throw good from Williamson.
He entered the league with a mountain of potential, and I think Zion will feel that potential. He's a special talent.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Bledsoe. And here they come. Here's Hart. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And it's been this way all night. When Bledsoe gets into a groove, he can be prolific.
To the paint, here's Leaf. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Leaf's got 6 points.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's guarded closely. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Hernan Gomez is checked in for New Orleans. Sindarius Thornwell comes in for Josh Hart. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. That shot wide open. He's got 9.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Now Bledsoe. He's got 26. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Rebound by Muscala. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. There's 3-pointers off the mark. The Pelicans shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now. Here's Jerome. Hernan Gomez covering. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Alexander Walker. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Alexander Walker's got 15.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And now the Pelicans on the break. And another 3 for New Orleans.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. And with his work in that quarter, he has 5 3-pointers in the game now. Quite a showing from long range. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Thunder shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. On the court for the Pelicans. Getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Thornwell. Hernan Gomez out there with Hayes. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. Now here's Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. It's blocked. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes his leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the score by New Orleans. Outside Jackson. Pelicans pull it in. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Bledsoe. From deep three-point range. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Thornwell. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Miller outside. On the wing, Jackson. The pass to Jerome. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And up the floor again for New Orleans. Running the court. No good from Bledsoe. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Now here is Muscala. Pass to Jerome. Nailed from three-point land.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Alexander Walker.
Oh, no, he didn't.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now here's Williams. Pass to Miller. Takes a 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thornwell can't get it to go. Here's Jerome, covered by Hayes. Outside Jackson. No good with the triple. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. And so he makes both from the line. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
Here's Bledsoe. Makes it off the glass. Bledsoe's got 6 in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Dort to the wing on the left. Jerome. And it's off from 3-point range. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Right wing, here's Trier. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Miller with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Thornwell. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And that one, good. Bledsoe's got 34.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Buries it from 3-point range.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Hayes dishes to Bledsoe. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positive from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time for our social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media. And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Here's Jerome. Clock at 6. And that one is good.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
So it's the Pelicans now. Johnson at the elbow. Excellent D there from Williams.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And then Ball slams it in.
I love how hard Lonzo Ball plays. It's what's allowed him to overwhelm the defense right there.
Here's Dort. Outside Williams. Passes to Bradley. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now, here's Ball. Taken away. Here's Jerome, and a missed layup. Thornwell, the pass to Trier. Here we go, one-on-one. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Thornwell, the pass to Ball. Fades away. That shot, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Dort. No good on the triple. For New Orleans, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Trier passes the ball. Shot from the top of the key. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And the length of Johnson really coming into play. Beats everyone to the ball, then right back up with it.
Here's Dort. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. Kicks it to Hayes. Trier passes to Hayes. Dishes the ball from deep. But they recover it. Six on the shot clock. And Ball slams it in.
If you're Lonzo, this is how you want to use your length. Attack the rim.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Here's Dort. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Now here's Hayes. He dishes it the ball. Johnson outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Thunder shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Dort passes to Jerome. Outside Williams. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had two women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure was Cheryl Miller.
Here's Alexander Walker. Misses from short range. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Williams is running. He gets it in there. Dort's got 9 points here in the second half.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And he hits the first of 3. Well, Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was a guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 5. I would have loved playing the 5 position. Reason why, I could have got my shot off at any time I wanted. And the three-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 three-pointers. I would have loved that.
And he makes all 3.
Let's go.
Here's Jerome. He feeds it to Bradley. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hernan Gomez has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And the pass to Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Alexander Walker's got 20 points. The Thunder shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%.
Pull the trigger.
Pass to Bradley. To the left wing. Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Alexander Walker. Trier passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Thornwell. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. .130 left to play here in the fourth. Just 3 to shoot. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New Orleans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
46 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker. Thunder with the rebound. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Here's Miller. Trier with the rebound. To the middle. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Dort. Miller with the ball. Takes the 3. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Who do you see as your biggest rivals this year, and who's breathing down your neck in terms of competition?
If I had to name a few, I mean, be Wizards DG with Dave Fry and JBM. That duo is amazing. Obviously, they just won last year. Splash Edition, who just came off the runner-up for 250K with the Jazz. And then you have the rookie sensation 630 from the Pacers, who's 6-0 right now, who's leading this team. They give us some trouble in scrims. But, I mean, it's all different when it comes down to the game, and we have time to prep for everything.
Absolutely. And there's been such a great influx of young talent coming into the league and finding great success. So it's been a lot of fun to watch. Nick Gartrell, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. All the continued success, my man. Good luck in the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
If you've been in the rec recently, you may have come up against Team 2K TV.
The Warriors coming into the arena earlier. They know a hostile crowd's waiting for them, and it looks like they'll be ready for it. And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Look at Curry. He stands at number 2 in the Western Conference. The fans giving him the backing he deserves.
No doubt about it. And it's been an outstanding campaign for him, and he's got to be a part of that starting lineup.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Now, Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Weissman. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Anthony. And